guys, welcome back to the channel. On today's video, we are kicking off the RX-7 FD build series. Enjoy. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, I'd like to showcase the automotive culture and the positive impact it has on its community. So today's video is to kick off the FD series, give you guys a little bit of a background and intro on the vehicle and where we're starting, and to simply share the goals of the build. The payoff to you is that you can take some of my tips and ideas and mistakes and learn from them on your build. And additionally, you can just enjoy the journey of this new build. So a quick introduction for the build. I bought the car as a twin-turbo LS-swapped FD. It's a 1993. It's in Montego Blue. Quick background of the car. I bought it from a shop in North Carolina. The car had been sitting in the shop for about 13 years. It initially started with a customer's car, and they began the LS swap. The person got sick, needed some funds for his medical bills. The owner of the shop then bought the car from him, sat in the shop for a while, and then that same owner started his own fabrication business and wanted to utilize the LS and his fabrication skills and put a twin turbo setup on it. When I did buy it, I did get it dynoed, make sure that all the health tech was responding, everything seemed healthy and operable at the very least. So some of the goals for the car, the number one goal always is going to be number one is safety. Safety and my well-being is a priority. You want to make sure that, fires, there's no suspension is not off. Anything that is dangerous is to get addressed immediately. Another goal is really just a learning experience. It's a completely different platform I've ever had. The bipolar opposite of what my R35 GTR is. Also really just as a kid always growing up, obviously seeing the very first Fast and Furious, always really love FDs. The price on them has really been climbing. I was able to get this for a pretty good deal. The other major learning experience is going to be learning health tech. I've obviously had any of my cars on health tech before, familiar with it, being able to different adjustabilities have with the control of that program, a good learning experience and take from this. The other major goal is going to be reliability. With that comes the ability to be able to work on the car, right? Parts are going to fail at this power level. The goal really is to be able to work on the car to a starting point. So really take it to professionals, have them get that foundation up, and then from after that point, I can be able to replace parts here and there, but really just get a professional's take on the foundation of the car, and then I can continue to work on it and provide my own touches. Injector, intercooler, and turbo to get it up to 1500 horsepower. Really, my main goal is to learn the car at a lower power level, which I want to call chill mode. And then after I understand the car, get a feel for it, become one with the car, then I want to be able to have the ability to turn it up. I'm going to a roll race event or something like that, or Gapplebee's, whatever it is, and be able to turn it up. And lastly, the last goal really is to just keep the JDM aesthetics. I still want to be able to close the hood. I don't want any big hood scoops or anything like that. I know the LSs can get really bulky. One of my main goals is to really keep the JDM aesthetics. In conclusion, I hope you guys can follow me along this journey, as cliche as that is, but follow me along this build series, learn from my mistakes, provide tips and any information that I'm able to learn. From me learning something, I'm hoping that I can provide some value to you guys. So thank you guys again for watching the video. I'm really looking forward to having you guys along with this series. It's going to be a multi-episode series. I also do want to introduce a couple more faces that you're going to see on this. Two of my good friends, Ross Chester and Travis Doring, are good friends. Also my pit crew, also my campmates for our crews. We've been camping together now for about 6 years. They're, always like to help one another with everyone's projects. So you'll be seeing a lot more of their faces. I hope you guys enjoy the series. That's it. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.